We need facts. We need empirical evidence. We need an investigation. What is your investigation telling you?
Well, I have a better question for you, Steve. Why are you coming to the mic telling the country that it's not terrorism when your own intelligence agencies are telling you it is? And I know they are, because I didn't make this up. These are not my words, right? I'm talking to people who are on the inside, some who are on active duty, some who are retired, and everyone, literally, from critical infrastructure in Department of Homeland Security to the intelligence agencies, they know there's no other. This is a cyber attack on a critical infrastructure corridor for the United States. This is, for those people who think this is just a river, this is in Baltimore, what does this matter? You don't know anything about what you're talking about. The I-94 corridor on the eastern seaboard is literally what connects the north and south. And when I talk about hazardous materials, right, this is a brilliant, well-planned strategic attack on one of the most important supply chains in the United States of America. The only other one is in the western side in California. That's the only one that's busier. And what you have done, you now have shut it down. And when I talk about hazardous materials, what are we talking about here? This is refined fuels, right? This is propane gas. This is diesel. This is fuel. This is flammable materials. This is oversized loads, nitrogen, chemicals. Everything that you need for your economy to move has literally just been shut down for 4 to 5 years.
Alright, Shalom, giving all praises, honors and glories unto Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth that rule well. Shalom to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Kwadash Paya, and as you heard, with the spokeswoman over on the war room, speaking on the incident with the one of the cargo ships that destroyed the bridge over there in Baltimore, which is one of the over there in the I-94 seaport, which is one of the main places for exports, or the supply chain rather, in the United States, right? And they saying it's a cyber attack. They're blaming it on, let's see who they blame it on. There's talks of them blaming it on fucking migrants. We'll see, because you got different bridges as well in different states. New York, the George Washington Bridge is collapsing. There was footage of that, and every time I share it, they delete it. I believe in Ohio as well, and a lot of people saying this reminds them of the movie they saw on Netflix, Leave the World Behind. So it's definitely not a coincidence. And then the ship had, number 33 on it. We know what that means, right? So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, right? And it's all a psychological psyops to set up for a problem reaction solution to get people, mentally programmed and used to seeing these things. So when they come up with a blame game, people will believe it. It's nothing but inside jobs, right? And then, it'll disrupt the necessities and commodities. It'll disrupt people from traveling. Like the scripture say, a man shall desire to go to a city and won't be able. They even show you that in the movie I Am Legend when they was, destroying the bridges. Right? Predictive programming. Right? So, we'll see how this is going to escalate. So without further ado, let's get some precepts. In the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 5. Let's get straight to the point. Verse 5, they encourage themselves In an evil matter, they commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them, right? Laying snares, traps, right? So when the people fall for it, meaning what? They're gonna believe it, and then they don't understand who the real enemy is, who's causing all this. You see? They search out iniquity, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep, right? Everything that's going on right now has been systematically designed for what's happening, for the season. You know? They did a diligent search, they researched, they studied, they planned, they took notes, they had meetings. These are those secret councils, and we're seeing the works thereof now. Right? Now let's get another precept. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms chapter 10. Let's go to the point. Verse 9, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. And who you think that's talking about? Esau. These Edomites. Primarily the royal families, the Rothschilds, the banking families, right? Which control the Fed and whatnot, you know? And there's a reason also for them to, cause a major blackout and blame it on somebody else, to usher in a reset. Because it's all leading to a new system of things, to bring in a new currency, So it says, forgive me. Okay. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net, which is a trap. Alright, you know what? Let's go to Psalms. And this is why we gotta watch and pray. We gotta watch these things. We can't be ignorant of anything in a great or small matter. Because then, we live in an age of information. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of things going on. So that's why if you don't know what's going on, if you're not filtering or understand that these are prophetic events, filtering it through the scriptures, you're going to be lost in the information. You're going to be in darkness, not understanding the bigger picture of why all these things are happening. Because there's no such thing as coincidences, like I said. Right? Now let's go Psalms 37. Let's go to verse 12. Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotteth against the just and gnashes upon him with his teeth. The Lord, you know what? Let's go to the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bow shall be broken, right? And they're sharpening their swords right now, even with their military, going back to putting the military in a train station, scanning people with guns. You got to get scanned now to get on the train, right? Go figure. So that's not just the gun. The gun is a scapegoat. Oh, people got guns, the violence, it'll help stop crime. That's the scapegoat. They're not telling you what it's really for. Alright, let's go back to Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Right? These are secret counsels done, things spoken of in these hidden meetings. And People are waking up to these agendas, right? Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So they're gonna get on the news and try to speak calmly and, oh, we got the situation at hand, or we don't, whatever. You know, they try to play that reverse psychology on the masses, and those people will believe it if they're not aware or watching. You know, they sharpening their swords. They getting things ready. You know, they encourage themselves in the evil matter. Right? They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? So, with that, hope this was edifying. She wanted to like bring this out, blow the trumpet on it. You know, and expect more events, you know, to occur. This may lead up to so-called falls to the flizzag, you know. I say it like that to, you know, but hey, watch and pray, and hey, April 8th, we'll see what happens then. You know, this is why we must get this word now, while there's still liberty to be able to receive it. You know. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.